5 weeks, I think it's been, since the Everton name was put with you in the draw before the Hereford tie. In a strange way, are you actually relieved it's out of the way now?
I said on Monday, before the game, I'm glad the game's here. Now I'm glad it's out of the way. We can all move on. I think the whole club did themselves proud. I thought the scoreline was harsh. I thought most of the players did themselves proud. One or two highlighted that we just need to improve in certain areas. But everyone put a shift in against the top quality side, and now it's back to, like I said on Monday night, a 21 game league season where we currently have. We sit in a decent position.
Interestingly, your interview after the game at Tottenham last year was almost identical in your tone, in the sense of, right, we have a mini season that starts now. And so on that basis, have you learned anything from last year which you think will help you this time?
Yeah, you'd like to think we can, and over the next week, 10 days, we need to bring in a couple of players. I'm trying frantically. I really want to improve the group that we've got and help the boys that are already here. It's taken a little bit longer for various reasons, but maybe something before the weekend, maybe something early next week that will definitely help the group that we've got. We need to improve one or two things. We need to keep working on the boys that we've got, keep this great spirit that we've got, but we also, the boys in the current squad need a little bit of help, and lots of phone calls have been made, lots of homework's been done prior, but you know, we're 10 days into January, and things will start happening over the next, let's say, 10 days.
And do you think you're a more attractive proposition this year than last?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. We've got good players here. You know, we've shown that last season wasn't just a flash in the pan. We sit in a decent position, and hopefully we can carry that on.
You've played everybody now. You've played Wickham and Oxford twice. Do you have a clear idea in the sense of what you need to do better to stay where you are, or indeed go higher in the table?
Yeah, we need to improve everything. Everything we do, we need to work at the things we're not good at, or we haven't been so good at. We need to keep improving the things that we're not bad at and are pretty decent at. The whole group needs to rest and recover at the right time, and needs to work hard at the right time, and that's to make individually and collectively and the group all together improve. You know, we can all improve everything we do, and that's the aim. You know, we as a staff have to make sure that we've learnt from last year, and we bring the type of player, if we're going to bring in, has got to be better. But also the group have got to step up and improve on things that we did from January onwards last year. You know, I think the league's a lot tighter this year. I don't think anyone's going to literally run away with it. You know, the points target might not be quite so many as last season, so it's good to get automatic, or even the playoffs. So I think you've just got to hang in there. You've got to. I think the good thing for me is we've still got plenty of room for improvement.
No midwinter break this year as last year.
No, something we talked about, but the players and the board were both pretty agreeable that probably not the thing this year.
So York then on Saturday, it's going to feel a little bit different to Monday night inevitably, but yeah. York have come up and they've been very, very solid, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, Gavy's done a great job there over the last couple of years. They play 4-3-3, got lots of pace, lots of good players who can hurt you, and we had a really tough game up there. Both sides, a draw was a fair result. Both sides had chances to win. Yeah, they've had a really comfortable season so far, and they've done well. But it's about us now. We'll concentrate on ourselves and make sure that we have no hangover from the other night. That we're refreshed, that we're recovered, full of energy, and hopefully play as well as we can.
Is the slate, I won't say clean exactly, but do you have still open thoughts for some of the people who haven't been involved quite so much that they can still force their way in?
Of course they can. I've got a squad of, 18, 19, plus a couple who are out on loan till Saturday. We've not, everyone has a chance of being involved. Unfortunately, the thing we've found, we've got a good squad, but no one's nailed down a few positions. And I want someone to nail those down. You know, so that's where we are at the moment.
And just a word finally about Russell Penn, who on Monday just seemed to be energised to a point where most people probably haven't seen him that energised before, and that's saying something.
I think the last 4, maybe 6 weeks, I think Russ has been outstanding for us, and others can take note from that, because you know he had a period where he's been left out once or twice, and I think he's responded in the absolutely perfect fashion. And listen, I know what a good character is, I know what a good player he is, and like I say, I thought him and Marlon were outstanding the other day, and I thought Darren weren't too far behind. So the midfield three can be pretty pleased with themselves.
No issue with his fitness for Saturday, Darren? He looked to be hobbling a bit as he went
No,
off.
just we took him off as a precaution. He should be okay, I think. Yeah, I don't see it being a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you'd be happy for the 2 lone lads to stay at Gloucester beyond Saturday? Do you know what's going to happen with that yet?
We'll see.
And I know, fair enough, you don't want any names put to you, but I think we've got to ask about the quotes that came out from a League One manager.
I'm not talking about anybody. I'm trying to get people in. Hopefully we can, and hopefully we can get the best we possibly can.
Yeah, but were they news to you, those quotes? Because
I haven't seen them,
what?
but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually seen the quotes, but I know exactly what you're going to say. Listen, I only deal in facts. If I get the phone call from various people at various clubs that we can do something, then you'll be the first to hear about it.
Yeah, you said that the Everton youngsters that you might be able to sign weren't necessarily in the positions you wanted. So can you tell us what areas you're looking in specifically?
Again, you'll see over the next couple of days, John. I think we need a striker, without a shadow of a doubt. I think we need some cover in defence, and I think we need something in perhaps in the wide areas. But we'll just see what comes over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, in the past, when you bided your time, you got the player that you wanted in the end. So do you not mind the fact that it's gone on a bit longer?
That's the aim, you know. I mean, I appreciate you've all got jobs to do and are trying to get names and quotes and stuff like that. But it just makes making your job easier makes my job harder. You know, there's all sorts of players wanted by all sorts of clubs. You know, I do my business quietly, and hopefully that pays dividends for the football club, and that's the way I work, and it's the way I've always worked, and I'll continue to do so.
Yeah. So final question: do you think there's anyone being before York? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think anyone will be in for York? I'm hopeful. Hopeful. Might not be in the area I think we need most, but I am hopeful that I can work on something in the next couple of hours and get something in. I think, listen, if we go in the same group, I'm more than happy, because I think there's not a lot wrong with the squad. I think a little bit of tweaking is what we require, a little bit of strengthening, and like I said before, it's about helping the group that we've already got. You know, everyone has played the part, and everyone still has a big part to play, and that is exactly where we are at the moment.
Okay, cheers.